Now, how do you use track changes? Let's see, we're in Word. We go to Review, and under Tracking, we tick that track changes. But it's going to be different in different versions of Word, so you'll have to look around for it or ask a question on the internet. You can select whether you have no markup as you revise the text, the basic markup, or all markup. Usually, when I do it, I select no markup, otherwise, it gets very complicated. Okay, so we go back to this text here and we'll just start doing some revising. In cases where a patient has died during or after surgery, a primary objective of the review process is to ascertain. I think an objective should have a to infinitive. If this was a result of the disease process, correctly I would put whether. Or if aspects of the management of a patient might have contributed to that outcome. In this respect, there are three possible outcomes: either spelling mistake, and there's one, two, there's not three, there's two, so we'll correct that. That would be the structural type of thing. Oh, gee, that's not good, is it? Whoa, making a mess of this. And there's a comma down here that shouldn't be there. And it's not the patient, it's the reviewer. Okay, so there I've changed quite a few things. If you want to see what I've changed, we'll go back to the tracking. Instead of no markup, because here I can see what it looks like and I can see if it can read well, I'll put all markup, and we can see now that everything I've changed is in red. And over here, there's a track of what has been done. This is the track changes. And you can also see it if you go to View, Sidebar, Reviewing. Over here, you can track them as well. And you get an instant count of how many insertions, how many deletions have been made. Okay, sometimes that count helps you if you're doing a quick assessment of the quality of a text or how much reviewing was needed. Good. So when you send, actually, I'll fix that up and get rid of that. Shouldn't have a comma there. Right. While we're at it, I've got Grammarly installed on this, and if you just open Grammarly, it'll do a quick check through that. And this you should do if you're producing any English, because even in my English, it picks up things, usually things that I want to ignore. So it's suggesting that outcome should have a comma. Either the outcome, no, that's correct. I don't want to make a change. It should be a semicolon there. And an article. Yes, good. The patient. So I click on that and it's inserted the patient. Okay. And here, what are they talking about? Have should be has. Yes. And may has. Ah, very good. May have. Click on that. Okay. And the spelling, no, I'm using Australian spelling, so it recognizes. Okay. Good. So that's how you can use Grammarly to do a revision process as well. Now, let's say I've sent this off to a second translator or a second reviser, or in this case, reviewer or editor, because we're not looking at any ST. And somebody's going to go through and just see if what we've done is good or bad. So we'll go to the Review tab again, and we'll go over here to Accept. We're going to go through each of these changes and see if they're good or bad, okay? So accept, the first one is the ing, right? And I'm going to accept that process is to ascertain, good, and whether is good, right? And you see I can go through and just check each one, and if it's good, I click on accept and move to the next one. If it's not good, I can refuse to do it. I can skip and go to the next one as well. Okay, you can do that over here as well, I think. Let's see. Accept change, reject change. You see, if I think the change is good, I just do accept. If it's not good, I do reject. So that's the way you can use this tool to go over and assess the work that a reviewer, or editor in this case, has done. Good. That's the basics of track changes.